Have you ever been stuck in tunnel vision? Picture this. I am out on a dive boat with a group of fellow divers, exploring a breathtaking back wall off of the Maui coast. The sun warming my skin. Water so crystal clear that I feel I can see all the way to the bottom of the ocean. As I'm descending, sunbeams are dancing through my vision, adding glittering magic to the mesmerizing underwater world. To me, diving feels like coming home. I'm not one to rush through my air supply, so I'm the last one in the water at 15 feet for a 3-minute safety stop. The other divers are already back on the boat, including our dive guide. As I'm hanging out there, looking down, I'm spotting a giant manta ray, gracefully gliding at 90 feet. I'm in awe. My heart is saying, I love manta rays. They're my favorite. And I can't help but send a silent message, a telepathic connection saying, I'd love to meet you. If you feel like connecting, I'd love to meet you. Within a few moments, he's rising all the way up until he's eye level with me. My heart is opening and connecting even more as we float together, lost in time. I love every moment of this encounter, feeling like I'm on top of the world, a once-in-a-lifetime experience, or so I think. But you know what? The very same thing, magical, happened on our second dive. A different location, same manta ray. And I realized I did that. I created this. I had somehow manifested this incredible connection, not only once, but twice. I felt chills with a profound sense of power. However, a few years later, I vividly recall looking into my fridge and seeing only about 3 days' worth of food left. All my credit cards were maxed, and I had 2 loans to repay. No money in the bank. I had poured all my energy and resources into creating a support program for a charitable cause. Close to $100,000 in investment, leaving me financially bankrupt. I felt backed against the wall, couldn't think straight. My mind was a madhouse. Sitting hunched up in my chair in the depths of despair, I had scary images of being kicked out of my place with nowhere to go. I was stuck in tunnel vision, feeling like a failure and like I was letting down the very people I desired to help. At one point, I sat up and I told myself, Shanna, you've started from scratch multiple times already, and life has always supported you. As I started focusing on these transformative moments, my blinders began to lift. There were, at times, moments where the feeling of fears were resurfacing. However, by connecting to faith and trust, I knew I would be okay, no matter what. I needed $20,000 to get a start out of my dilemma. But I had no idea where to find such a significant sum. With faith guiding me, I received an intuitive impulse that sounded something like this. Shanna, reach out to this gentleman. He can easily afford to help. I felt a hint of reservation in asking for a deferred loan because I didn't know how he was going to respond. To my surprise, he said no to the loan, and instead, he gifted me the $20,000. I felt a huge relief. Ton of weight coming off of my shoulders. This was such a swift and unexpected shift in my circumstances, informed by the feeling state I had chosen, faith. As Einstein already knew, we cannot solve a problem with the same thinking that created it. This is exactly what inspired me to explore the concept of tunnel vision in one of my books and teach my coaching clients on how to take the blinders off. I realized we always have a choice. This power is always already within us, available to us. Our choices create our life. So I'll share with you 2 steps on how to take the blinders off and to create life on your terms. The first step is to accept and witness the feeling of fear. When we witness a feeling, we become more detached and less affected by it. We can see that it is just an experience and not who we are. Step 2 is to connect back to a moment in your life when you received unconditional support, love, or comfort. And it doesn't have to be anything big. Maybe you felt low one day and a friend picked you up, or your pet came over to snuggle with you. Anytime someone showed up for you in an unexpected way. Can you find one? This allows you to connect to faith and trust. Let's try this, shall we? Close your eyes if it helps. And find a moment where you felt afraid or fearful about a situation. Maybe finances, or work, losing someone. Nod your head when you found it. Now notice that this is just a feeling state. It is not who you are at your essence. Notice how this creates more spaciousness and detachment. Now connect back to the moment where you received unexpected loving support. Immerse yourself in this feeling. Let it fill you with a sense of security and trust. When you're ready, open your eyes and notice how your experience becomes more expansive, leaving the tunnel vision behind. Doesn't that feel great? The next time you find yourself trapped in tunnel vision, practice these 2 steps. This choice can transform our lives and lead us out of the darkest tunnel into the light of endless possibility. And I'll leave you with John Maxwell's words. Life is a matter of choice, and every choice you make makes you.